Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. My purpose this time is to share with you a revelation. Here we go. The world as we know it. I'm always talking about the world, huh? I'm always talking about this nation, huh? I'm always talking about we the people, huh? Why? Well, because it matters to me. I see the world as it is, and I envision another one. One I'd like to see this nation, grow to, change to, become. And I guess the clearest way to say this to all of you who might be listening is to say that I am. That I am. And I was inspired some time ago to tell the American people, especially the religious community, that they were on a path to hell. Now that's cold to the bone. And me, myself, trying to be better than that, I wanted to change it and not say that you were on your way to hell. But I would rather talk about a walk through life from hell to paradise. That sounds good, but that's something that I came up with. It's not what I was given to say. I was also given that this mission would be a successful mission, that we would change America, but it would be by the support of the church. And I'm not talking about a religious organization. I'm not talking about a building. I'm talking about children, true children of God, whereby the Spirit of God lives within them, and the love of God is in them. And all of America knows it because they show it. And so, having spent 40 years out here now, I can report honestly that no religious organization have stamped onto this in any form or fashion. For those of you who might have an interest, want to know who's been going against your system. And I'd also like to indicate that no individual person, not a one, has cried out that this was their plight in life and to see it no other way. So it basically seems that if the Spirit of God is not in me, directing me, then I am out here alone. And even if I'm out here alone, I'm gladly, boldly standing out here alone, because what I envision is much more than what we are being given. You see, I understand for my own purpose that no human being had anything to do with the making of this earth. I understand that. I understand that all the resources and all of the things that are being used by human beings for the purpose that they are being used for is by design. And human beings having the ability, the skills, that which is required to recognize what needs to be done to extract and develop and produce all the goods and services that we as people have determined are essential for our given periods of time in the past and the future. I recognize, my friends, that every last one of us play a role in the process of this, and that in order for us to have the peace, the joy that I require, the freedom and the fulfillment of my dreams, requires that I carry it in such a way that it's not affecting anybody in a negative way. In fact, it's the same thing that is yielded to every individual. So when you got that behind you, that's supporting you, everybody has a career, Everybody has health care, education, food, clothing, shelter, never to be without, transportation, infrastructure, and all of the imaginable things that you can come up with. And it's in such an abundance that people can access them as they have a desire, need, or want, and ignore it if they don't. But the fact of it is that the freedom of life, the truth of life, and see, because I see that in my mind, and I want that in my spirit and in my heart for all of us, because that's the only way it can be done. And when I see the things that's happening in the world today, especially on the political front, and this impeachment thing, it all makes it seem big, makes it seem like the nation is doing something. That even Trump, in that call to the president, was doing something. Big stuff now. The nation is taking toll on something and about to do something. So you, the people, can be proud that they are doing something. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen. All of the wonderful things that I have just shared with you, they were offered to the American people several times in my lifetime. I know they were offered to you because I didn't just say these things to you now. I said these things to you at 3 different occasions when I sought after the presidency of the United States. I always had to do it as a write-in, of course, because I'm not playing the political scene. I wanted to give you, the people who could embrace this kind of love, a chance to step outside of the box and go with that, which I don't want to make it rhyme, but you know what to fill in the blank. But up until this point, and several other times, the people have always rejected it. And when I think and look at what you have accepted, it seems to me that not only did you not go anywhere positive, you sunk. You're talking about cleaning out the swamp. You in the swamp. You're down in the swamp as far as I can see. And then I'm thinking about what was offered to you. What I mean by offer to you is an understanding about truth, so that you can see and that you can recognize that in order for anything to be successful to the degree that all of the people are satisfied, they each got to play a role in it. It got to have some direct connection with them. It could not exist without them. Because of them, it is all good and everybody's satisfied. So you connect this. They know. Some people might say, well, why don't you, if Trump offered to the people so much hypocrisy and ugliness, why don't you offer them the best that can possibly be offered? That's a good question. If he offers so bad, why don't you offer the best that the nation can be? And as I thought about that, it hit me. Who are they to offer the American people anything? In fact, they are servants to the American people, meaning that the American people are the bosses, and they are there to carry forward those desires and programs that the people want. And so, if what I've just been speaking to you is what the people want, then the powers that they have put in the position to carry things forward will do exactly that. So what I'm basically saying, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Those same people who rejected this program of love that was mentioned to them, offering them an opportunity to play a role in the change, who just could not find any reason to have anything to do with it. I saw them playing a role in the process of what's happening today. And now I watch those same people today folding their mouths angry, going through all kinds of changes. You know what kind of changes you go through. I don't have to mention them. And all because of the choices that you made. And today, even today, ladies and gentlemen, after having experienced that, after having it brought to you as a reminder so that you can see it clearly right here today, and allowing you to understand that those same saying beautiful truths that unlock the doors to life back in those times are still available and are still out there for you, for those of you who could and would. So the door, as they say, is open for the real ones, the true children of God, who have the Spirit of God in them, evidenced by the love of God through them to the world. Sounds crazy sometimes, doesn't it? But it's the truth. It's the truth. It's God outsmarting us. We say we want to go to heaven. I think I should tell you, no, you don't. What do you think goes on in heaven? Really? Well, you probably think a lot of magic is going on in heaven. But I'd like to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, that it's not magic. It's not magic at all. Heaven has to be maintained just like any place. So in heaven, there are duties and responsibilities that's being done by those who find their greatest joy in doing just that. The same requirement that is offered to each of us. So that what we're talking about going to, we can do right here. And that's basically what this whole thing is all about. That is basically the message. The message for those of you who are not thinking like that. So, God is a spirit, right? Can you imagine God standing here in a body saying to you that he offered you your dreams and you rejected it? And now you see what you got yourself in. This is all a part of education. It's nothing to knock you side the head with. It's just a reality that your choices have really messed you up. Now you can get angry and make some more stupid choices if you desire. Or you can wake up. The hope is that you will wake up. So, ladies and gentlemen, having said this to you, I really hope that you will wake up. See, if you don't wake up, this ride is not as wonderful as it could be. But it is wonderful nevertheless. And it comes from truth. I guess that's the best way I can say it to you. You might have some concept of truth, but you don't have a concept of God. So if you say that you want to go to heaven, it's because you heard somebody say you sit around sing songs, drink milk and eat honey all day. Now, I don't know what kind of food they have in heaven, but food is required. And so there will be people working in food. I don't know what kind of attire or shelter is required for heaven, but I do know that the service is there to assure that no one is without shelter. And I also know that people don't know everything. Angels don't know everything. And so there are institutions, I can't say they are like the ones we have here today, but nonetheless, they serve the same purpose. It brings you into a knowledge that you did not have before, that makes you more productive and better at whatever it is that you do. So that is available to you. And while we say that in heaven you don't get sick, I'm going to say you do. And if you don't, it's because they've come up with a cure. They have come up with a cure. And so, either way, the health care is there for you. So basically what I'm saying is that the same things that it takes to have, that you say you want to go to heaven for, not knowing what you're talking about, you're getting information that we are here. This is our school ground. Look at it like this. I know I'm repeating myself, but look at it like this. This is our school ground. This is our playground. This is our playhouse. This is where we fix everything up at. We fix it all up right here. We come together. We fight wars. We lie. We cheat. We abuse each other. We just torment each other. We go through all of that. And we never achieve what we basically want because we keep returning. We kill them off, be killed off, but they keep coming back, keep coming back. So it seems that we got to be a little bit smarter than that. So we got to stop there and find out how is it that all of those things that, and it seems as if I'm trying to say it again, but we have to come up with that. So what we do is we learn here. And in our endeavor to learn, we grow spiritually, qualifying ourselves so when we do exit these bodies, and if there is a heaven, and I'm not trying to promise you that there is, but if there is, you would be qualified to a position. Now what position, I don't know. Probably whatever you do here that you do so well, it'll probably be the same thing you do there. I'm not saying that it is, but I'm not saying that it's not. Anyway, you go there and you take care and you go into a different level of life. I say that because when you come out of this darkness and start stepping into the truth and see your life change right here, you're stepping into a different world. You're stepping into something that you had imagined but were scared to let it be known. And now here you are in the middle of it. So, I'm saying once again, that I was told to tell you that you're on the road to hell. And that the true church, those who are led by the Spirit of God's love, would be instrumental in changing America, would be instrumental in changing the earth if it is ever to happen. And while I respect everybody, I come to tell you that what you're doing is an expression of where you come from and where you're at. But the message today is to tell you, hear what I was given to tell you a long time ago. You're not going where you think you're going. You're headed in the opposite direction. So this whole message is to tell you to get on the right path, to make the right path known to you, because the choice will still be yours. But you've got to be given the information. And I know for a fact you're not getting that information. I know for a fact that I got the information from the Spirit. I didn't get it from nobody else. I can say I saw it confirmed in a couple of places. Thank God for that. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close now. I think I've said enough for you to, if you sat through this, man, you're a good one. But anyway, thank you again. This is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.